said you
I
had a
did
bad
7 months.
injury recently too, right?
Yeah, it was shoulder. It was my labrum. I dislocated my shoulder 30 or 40 times over the span of 2 years.
Holy shit! How do you do that?
Oh man, the first time I slipped and fell out of a tree, and I just rotated it externally, and it popped out, and I was holding all of my weight with my arm that was out of socket, and it just tore a bunch of stuff up, and it got so bad to where I was sleeping, and it would pop out of socket in my sleep, and I'd wake up everyone in my house because I'd wake up screaming. And
Fuck.
I tried to see the right people. I tried to just strengthen it without surgery, and it just kept popping out. And I got an MRI, and they said that there's some serious damage that needs to be repaired, or else I'm never gonna be able to like use my shoulder properly again. And the surgery was only supposed to take 45 minutes, and it was supposed to be a couple, I think 1 bone anchor and 3 sutures, and it ended up being 4 bone anchors and 6 sutures. So it took like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and they just, once they got in there with the cameras to do the microsurgery, they just realized it was way worse than they thought it was. So yeah, I was in a sling for the first 8 weeks, and I could not move my arm from this position like this for 8 weeks. I could like grab my hand and stretch my elbow, but I couldn't do anything with my shoulder. And it was like having the worst itch of my entire life.
Oh, that's
just
tough.
never not being able to scratch it for months. So that sucked, but I can gladly say I feel so much better than I did before surgery, because I was actually miserable. I was like losing it. I couldn't surf. I couldn't do all the stuff I enjoyed, jump off stuff. Like, yeah, it was awful.
Did you get full mobility back?
I don't have full range of motion. Like if I go up against a wall and I put my arms like this arm sits off the wall and I can't like put it all the way against it. But I am still stretching a lot, and I don't know. I'm really happy with it. There's some weird spots that feel weird, but I'd say I'm at like 90%.
Okay, that's solid. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to get to one day with my elbow. It makes you realize like how grateful you are for your body and your health after going through something like that. Like for me, right when I heard it, I was like, I'll probably just have to get a cast. I'll be, fine to be back, in a few months with like nothing ever happened. And right before the surgery, the doctor tells me that like, you'll only be able, if you're lucky, you'll only get like 60% range of motion back at best. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Because I guess elbows are really bad, especially because it's a joint. Just like a shoulder is really, that's a really tough injury as well. So, yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't realize it was that bad. So right now I'm probably at about 65%, hoping to get up to like 80, maybe 90. I've had 2 surgeries now though. So
Oof.
It's a process, man. It's definitely a process.
Just find a really good PT,
Yep.
If you find the right person that's dealt with enough elbows, it's going to suck. But I'm so thankful for the guy that helped my shoulder. I mean, it was excruciating pain every single appointment,
Yeah.
It's like pushing through. They're sticking their fingers in all these like
Yeah, dude.
points in your arm, saying, all right, now move your arm forward. I'm like, I literally can't. It hurts too much. Like, you got to do it. But if you find the right guy and you do stretches every day, I can never emphasize enough that if anyone ever gets hurt, do the physical therapy. Yep. Do everything they say and do your research. And
you have to.
It's so important.